Hey there, how's it going? Z-Man the Tech here, and today we're going to be reviewing Hyper Jam for the Xbox One, developed and published by BitDragon, released on February 12, 2019, and it's also available for PS4 and Steam. Now, as far as game type, it's a very unique take on arena brawler genre with twin stick controls, top-down perspective, 1 through 4 player local and online, also supporting cross-platform. This is an arena brawler done like no other, with twin stick controls not limited to shooting by any means. This is a very fast-paced arena brawling game that can get really frantic and competitive in a fun and friendly way. There's little to no learning curve, and the perks-driven system really gives it that extra edge to make it anyone's game. The melee and combat system is executed with much detail and finesse, with a desirable combo system and deep elements and maneuvers such as hyper dashing, weapon throwing, a robust countering system that blocks and reflects bullets, arrows, missiles, etc., melee weapons, light and heavy, and guns and crossbows, some of which that allow you to charge or hold your attack for a much stronger hit. And speaking of the perks, which should be considered a major highlight of this game, as mentioned before, they definitely spice things up and even out the playing ground between the players, and they are made available after each round, which could either be really fast or within a couple minutes or so. And your score is determined by your number of kills, damage dealt, or if you're the last one standing. And whoever is last as far as overall score after each round gets first pick of the perks. These perks also stack, which improves their effects and makes everything even more frantic, especially towards the end of the match session. Some examples of these perks include, but are not limited to, physical melee stat buffs, armor health buffs, vampire-like health draining upon opponent being hit, freezing burning opponents upon being hit, turbo dash buffs, and so on. All of that considered, once you've reached the score limit, all you have to do is survive one more round to win. This game can be played locally with up to 3 more people, or if you're alone or don't have enough people to fill the slots, you can add AI bots that are actually very well balanced and fun to play against. Their difficulty can also be customized. You can also take the fight online and challenge people this way too. However, either way, there's a great deal of fun to be had with this game. As mentioned before, this game features twin stick shoulder button trigger controls primarily, with the occasional use of face buttons for picking up items, countering attacks, and so forth. Characters move exceptionally smooth with a great response, and when maneuvering, it never feels hindered or cumbersome by any means. Now, for those players that don't often play twin stick styled games that are top-down perspective, it may take a little getting used to. However, once a little time is given with practice, it won't be much of a concern for long. The gameplay can get pretty aggressive, and the timing and execution of the countering system will come sooner for some compared to others, so the more comfortable you become with the controls, the more fun you'll have for sure. Vibration feedback is strong and feels just right considering the type of game that it is, and it's a nice added effect to keep players immersed. This game makes excellent use of the Unreal Engine 4's graphical capabilities and is absolute eye candy with the level design, character models, and graphical effects of shots, melee, and collision impacts. Some level designs are definitely more favorable than others, of course, like, for instance, outdoors levels that have foliage, and others with beautiful sceneries like the hotel level. The 80s aesthetic has always been a favorite among many, especially as of late, which is nice to see this becoming a trend again. The colors are lush and vibrant, with heavy detail and graphical effects that pop with a sharp and crisp image. Now, of course, you can't have a game themed in 80s aesthetics without a killer synthwave soundtrack, and I must say, it's done impeccably well, featuring music from Carpenter Brut, Dance with the Dead, Meteor, and Volta, just to name some. Everything matches with the theme of this game when it comes to the soundtrack and visual aesthetics. Sound effects and ambience are crisp, clear, and the sound design overall is clean and mastered very well. In conclusion, Hyper Jam is a very unique take on the arena brawler genre that I can see catching on very fast once it releases. With its fast and frantic perk-driven gameplay, beautiful visuals, and adrenaline-pumping addictive soundtrack, this game will easily become one of the best, if not the best, indie multiplayer fighting games of 2019, and I can't recommend this game enough. My final score for Hyper Jam is 9.5 out of 10. Thanks for watching.